right, this is just a total fan question because I'm kind of a nerd about TV and movies, but if you could somehow see Julia sit down and have a conversation with Rachel from Friends, what would they talk about? Like, could you see them having a conversation at all?
Oh, I just think she would eat her alive, like within 2 bites. Jonathan and Rachel would probably just run out crying for Monica or somebody.
Can you imagine she sat down in like a chair at the dentist office? I mean, that would be insane.
Yeah.
Someone needs to do that, like a fan episode or something like that.
That would be great.
That would be fun to watch.
It's actually really funny. We should do that. I'll think about that.
Now, I want to ask you about comedy and drama because I think you've balanced it so well in your career. I mean, obviously, I love The Good Girl, and I was mentioning Cake just now to you. Is it harder for you to be dramatic or comedic, and which one is it more challenging for you? Like, which one do you like better?
I honestly find I find them to be equally challenging, but also I don't have a preference of which I love better because I always feel that it's the truth. You play the truth in the comedy, you play the truth in the drama. So it's always coming from a grounded place of reality. Otherwise, I don't know how because I think life is funny. Life is, not one big dramatic or one comedic. It's kind of a combination of everything. And I think depending on the style of comedy, like there's certain comedies I can watch and I love. I just know that I couldn't probably bring to the table what, say, they brought to the table, or I connect to certain types. I mean, I also love, but that's what's so fun about Horrible Bosses and Dr. Julia is it's such a heightened character,
right.
But she's still very, it's all grounded.
Right. Now, when you're delivering...
her twisted mind.
I agree. When you're delivering those words that you have to say on camera, are there things that don't make it in? Like, do they just, test a bunch of different words for you to say just to get you to say them at some point?
They literally come into... It's like, okay, cut, whisper... Oh God, do I really? Okay. And then you say it, and then there's a couple where I just was like, I'd get to the line, I'd be like, I can't say it. I can't say that. But it's fun to try to make, it was the scene when Jason was leaving to go to the bathroom because he wants to pee before we go make passionate love in the dentist chair. And he says he has to pee, and there's all of these different takes of what I say in response to him, which is I don't even know what made it in, which was like "save me a shake" or something. I don't know. But a lot of those were pretty disgusting.
Yeah. If you don't mind, can I ask you about Cake real quick? Because I can't wait to see it. And I know that it's a movie where you're completely there's not really a lot of makeup. Your hair is different, obviously. Is that something that you're excited about? How challenging was that for you? Because I can't wait to see it.
It was absolutely the most challenging part I've had to date, and on so many levels, on a physical, emotional level, and just risk level. It was a very vulnerable place to go. Yeah. But by far, one of those up there moments of those don't come along very often, and so the excitement I had, the fight that I had to make that happen, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. That's why I personally thank you for Along Came Polly, by the way, because it's one of my favorite movies of all
You're
time.
You're welcome.
That movie is one of the greatest movies of all time. It really, really is.
I like that movie too.
Yeah, it still holds up. It's a classic.
It's really funny. The ferret.
Do you ever go back and watch your work? Do you ever when it comes on TV? Do you watch an episode of Friends? Or do you watch any movies that air on TV?
Oh, if there's something on, I'll spend about 2 minutes on it, definitely, just to see it, just to remember. And to go, oh, that was fun. It's really important to remember what you've done, and I think, and to sort of see where you want to then go. What's it's a nice reminder, or to even be able to say, oh, that happened. I forgot about that.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, I like to forget about Leprechaun.
Hey, I like Leprechaun. Come on, I like Leprechaun.
So does Justin Theroux.
All right. Well, he has good taste.
By the way.
Yeah.
Sadly, a lot.
Jennifer, it's always a pleasure.